I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough Cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping.
Oh shit. Yes, sir. Your boys are back.
Got you.
Boys are
Got
back
you.
in town.
So it will be half square tonight, unfortunately.
No, for sure. Sorry, folks. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty. I should be good now. Testing. You hear me good? Everybody hear me? All right, cool. See, I'm getting feedback. That's what's going on. It's not y'all, it's me. So I'm gonna fix that real quick by doing one simple thing, which is simply plugging one thing into something else. So, Strike, talk to them.
What's up, y'all? What's up to the two viewers in the chat? What's going on? I hope y'all had a wonderful WrestleMania week, WrestleMania weekend. And we're still not done because tomorrow is Friday Night SmackDown, where anything can happen. So, what's going on with y'all? What do y'all want to talk about?
There we go. Sound good? Look good?
Yeah, you're fine.
There we go. All right. So I guess I should do this the proper way. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again. As always, wait, hold on. No, wait, not as always. Because as you can see, there's only two of us. There's only two brothers going on right now. QS and excuse me, pardon me. QS and Stretch are indisposed at the moment. So Stryker and myself are here to give you guys. Damn,
My
just
bad. I'm trying not to be indisposed as well.
Listen, I feel you. I don't know if I could run the show by myself. But ladies and gentlemen, Stryker and myself are still going to give y'all the show that you deserve. So, as always, I am your man, K Marvel. And like we said, Quiet Storm is not here right now, and Stretch, big homie Stretch, Professor Stretch is not here right now. But you know who is?
It's me, StrykerDragoon. What you need? What you need? I got it. I'm here. But no, and I Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, you already know. But what's up, y'all? What y'all want to talk about? Did y'all enjoy WrestleMania week? Tell us some of your favorite matches if you're watching on demand. Tell us some of your favorite matches in the comments. Tell me what you hated. Tell me what you wish they did better. Tell me what you're, looking forward to when WWE draft happens. Tell me what you're looking forward to just in general this year in wrestling. Shit, I didn't think we'd see the All-In tape, and we did.
It's true.
In 2024, I guess NDAs don't last that long.
Listen, I don't ask questions, dog. But we'll get to that in a second. But right now, we are two of your four. The thing is, I got two screens, so I keep looking at a different camera.
Right.
We are two of your four corners of commentary. So, oh wait, and Pat Al, there it is. There you see it. There we are. So yeah, man. So we haven't been on for a few weeks. You know, life has been lifing like always, right? But we like I said, it's after Mania. It's a brand new era. It feels like a new era. It feels like something fresh. It feels like something new um is coming to us from the WWE, which is something that we feel like we've been wanting forever. Um well, would you looky here? What's up, Cole? What's up, Earl? It's been a long time, man. Hope everything's going well with you, brother.
Good evening.
Um but before we get into the WWE stuff and the WrestleMania stuff, you know what? I thought of something, and I know I should have ran it by you guys, but you know it was real quick, and I thought of a new segment, right? And it's not to hate on AEW because we don't hate AEW. Okay, we are wrestling enthusiasts. We love wrestling, period. But there are certain things where you just question, and certain things that happen in AEW, and I just feel like this question has just been such a constant when it comes to AEW. And that new segment is why, TK?
Hmm.
Why?
So,
Why?
so how far down this rabbit hole are we going?
We're
Because
going no, this is a moment by moment basis. All right.
okay,
We're not we can't do that because that would be 5 episodes, a 5 episode length
discussion. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, spiel, if you will. We'll all have monologues. It'll be disgusting. Um, but TK, man, why even show? Okay, let's talk about it, right? So
Let's get into
we
it.
we know that. Okay, so CM Punk came out, right? He was on an interview. I believe it was with
Ariel
Ariel
Hawani
Hawani,
for the MMA hour. Yes.
right? So he does the interview, and then at some point he basically throws shade to AEW, right? No structure, blah 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 blah. Shit
I
that
mean,
people
he was asked about it, and he
true,
tried to pivot, but he said, "Screw it, I'm going to respond anyway because he's tired
right,
of getting questioned about it."
right, which is
So there
fair,
you
right?
go. Yep.
Um, so there was, however he felt. Adam Copeland last week came out and responded to it. Cool,
Yeah, with the whole rah rah
you know,
AEW speech, we get it.
but even then, right? Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you
He's
work for the
defending the
company,
company
you
he's
should
working
be
for,
right.
right?
Right. You should be defending it. But then last night happened. And he goes and shows the footage from All In last
Mm.
year. And just to what it seems like to me is to play the I have a bigger dick role.
So basically, in no short terminology, TK is trying to act like the boss that he never was. He's becoming the exact thing that he didn't want to be, or
Right,
the thing that he tried to act like he wasn't.
right,
And uh how can I say this without being a dick? He's trying to not be but still be a Vince McMahon. I am kind of tired of the whole, hey, we're not firing anybody. We're letting their contracts expire. Then a week or so, then push comes to shove now, AEW is releasing talent because of budget cuts. But you
right,
sign all of these hokey, jokey, weirdo characters, not saying that people shouldn't get paid, but you have people like Slim J saying, hey, it's not a funny thing about getting cut. I'm really broke. I really have nothing else for my family, and this was the only bit of money I was getting. So to sign these people and then still not give them anything, you cut off dark, you cut off dark elevation, where all these people were wrestling in order to make Collision, which me personally, I think Collision's a better made show. But you cut all this off just to say, oh, some people were cut, and what else? So yeah, some people were cut, and what's the guy? Anthony Henry, I believe is the guy's name from the Workhorsemen.
Mhm.
He's like, oh, Anthony Henry's great. We let him go because he had an injury, but we're gonna make sure that we re-sign him. Okay, but what about the other 9 people that you fired, including the boys, whom had a proper, I feel they had a proper argument of why they didn't show up to shows and such like that. It's not the 90s, it's not the early 2000s, it's 2024. Inflation's crazy. Nobody wants to be spending extra money where they don't need to. But
Right.
if somebody is used to being flown out of one airport, which is easily accessible to them, you can't give them that leeway. If they were in a major storyline, you can't give them that leeway, but you're going to just fire them because you feel they were, disingenuous or something like that. It's weird to me. And to me, as a boss, that comes off very petty. Because why would you say that? Oh, they're unfit for work, they just don't show up and stuff like that. You're not even in contact with them. You're not even in contact with your travel team. Your travel team's not even in contact with the travel team. They got to pass somebody else to answer the questions. So if your organization, and I'll get to you in a minute with that, Hamlin.
We're gonna bring these over. Go
But
ahead, finish
my
it.
whole thing is just why? Now you're getting thrown under the bus. You want to play this big boy role. You want to act like the big boss when you've been letting the circus run the whole thing by itself for a very long time. So my whole issue is just even to that point further when we reply to you, Hamlin. I can understand that as well, but I'm gonna give a retort to that. Regardless to what, the boss should have his finger on every pulse happening. If I have a storyline and I have 10 to 20 talent involved in this card, I'm making sure my talent reach where they need to reach for this event. Now, you can say talent is spoiled, you can say talent or this, talent or that, whatever. If I'm talking to you in advance about getting something done, and you can't even communicate with me until the week of that something is happening, that's a you problem. That's not me. Because if I'm calling you and I'm texting you and nobody's replying, that's a communication error from a business standpoint.
Right.
So to even say, hey, we'll talk to the boss afterwards, or we'll curse him out after. Nah, fuck that. If I am making it my business to call you and make sure that everything's set up for me, then I should be getting a fucking response. You're not that fucking busy. You run a show maybe what, 3-4 times a week? You have bigger companies with better communication skills than that shit. You have smaller companies with better communication skills than that. So come on now. To the point that the individual that we have centered this whole conversation on went on a tram to get to All In, or went on another train to get to where he needed to get to. He said he himself doesn't need the fancy this and the fancy that to get him where he needs to go. But if that is your star, that is somebody that you feel is top of your card, you give them top of the line respect. Regardless to what, you're all a family. You're all one company, you're all one banner. If one person is lost in the wind, Have somebody find them, gather with them, say, hey, I'll pick you up from the airport. We'll come to the show. Blah, blah, blah. You're never that fucking busy.
Right. Look, man,
Never that
it's
busy.
look. I just think actually this is a much longer segment than I wanted it to be. Like, I didn't want to cover this much, but I think I just think it's childish, man. At the end of the day, this is what it is. It's fucking childish. That footage didn't need to be shown. Jack Perry is not in your company. CM Punk is not in your company. Who gives a fuck? FTR came out and said what they said, and they're absolutely right. In my opinion.
Why are we still going on about this? It's
Why?
8 months later.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not going to fucking affect anybody.
Now you're doing a petty showing of a video where Punk said exactly what happened, and now you're saying, "Oh, anybody defending Punk is wrong." He had an issue with this. He had an issue with this prior to. He said, "Y'all better handle it before I do."
Right.
If Tony Schiavone is coming to you and asking you to come settle a dispute because you're one of the top guys on the card and he's not listening to anybody, where the fuck is the boss?
Yep.
Why are you not saying, oh, Jack's not here, Jack's not listening, get the fuck off the show? Or if you do the spot, you're getting suspended.
Right. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? The fact of the matter is this. There's no need for him to show. It doesn't. The thing is this. It doesn't need justifying. Like, whatever happened that day, it doesn't need justifying. The shit happened. Period. Exactly. The fact of the matter, this is the topic. The topic is, why are you fucking showing this footage? That's the topic. The topic is that. The fact of the matter is that it didn't need to be shown because it doesn't fucking matter anymore. No one gives a fuck anymore.
Right.
That's just what it is. So, like, stop acting like a petulant fucking child. I don't understand how many times people have to say that shit. And if you're supposed to be so in tune with social media and podcasting, then motherfucker, you should. If you're hearing this so many times, maybe there's something fucking wrong with you.
Right.
Like, maybe there's something that you need to do to fucking check yourself.
Right. And we're not even going to mention Ospreay. What Ospreay did is completely in his right to say what the fuck he wanted to say.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you.
Do I think he needs to say it on TV? He could have circled it a bit better. I think somebody said, I think I was listening to Wrestle Talk earlier today, and they said he could have circled around the Triple H bit a bit better. But to me, that's an impassioned promo. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that. But you're a boss and you're doing this petulant, weird WCW shit that Vince Russo used to do back in the early 2000s. Come on, man. Come on.
It's fucking weird, dude. It's like
nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with responding to slander. You built your whole brand on what was it? On them calling you the bingo halls or something like that. I get that. WWE was shitting on you for a very long time, and they were not in a position to shit on you because they were not in their best moments.
When they were calling them a t-shirt company.
Right. But even so, you got the t-shirt guys back on the main roster, and you have them bringing their t-shirt friends to the shows.
Right.
Like, to me, you so worried about the other side, you're not worried about your product. I shouldn't have to be worried about Will Ospreay responding to Triple H. Who gives a fuck what he has to say? If I'm the highest paid person or I'm the best person on this roster or in the entire world outside of WWE, I'm proving that every single night, and Ospreay has been doing it every single week, every single month, every single year.
Yep.
So who gives a shit what anybody else has to say? You have Okada on your roster. That's great. You got him with the Simpleton Bucks. We already know this. He's doing a perfect heel job. He's the muscle, and they're the brains, or lack thereof, whatever you want to say. You sign Mercedes Moné. She's supposed to be a game changer for the women's roster. I have yet to see it, but I would
But
love to see
wait,
it.
hold on. I'm sorry, real quick. You can't just say I have yet to see it. It just happened. You know
Well,
what I
this is what I'm
mean?
saying. I'm
Like
saying I'm
that
not
has
seeing
to
an
grow
instant impact, but I'm
because it's
saying
not going to be. It's not. It was never going to be instant ever.
so. What I'm trying to say
At
is,
least to me.
what I'm saying is, we've seen the women's roster get a lot more spotlight for the past couple of months or so. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you're bringing Mercedes Monet. It's a great thing overall, but
Right.
then we can go into a whole spiel about what's happening with ROH. Why is ROH women's, or is the ROH women's division not getting play on Dynamite? Why are they not getting much
That's
focus on that too?
that's been one of my biggest things. I don't understand how
And
you can
you
have
reply
all of
to it
these.
in a media call and you say,
Right.
"Oh, it was something I wanted to do or something I've been working on."
No, that's not good
So
enough.
who is the backer? Who is the one making the call? If
Right.
you're the big money guy, but you're answering to your board of directors or whoever who doesn't want the women's division to the peak or to the height of the men's division, then you've got a problem that you need to personally address with your
Yep.
bosses.
Yep.
If that's what people want to see, put that shit on TV.
Yep. Yep.
Put it on
So
TV. WWE has
so
made this, and I hate to bring up WWE. Just let me. I'm gonna do this and be done.
my fault.
WWE has made it their business to make their women's division up here, to make sure the women are main eventing, to make sure the women have strong storylines just like the men. We're not doing Mariah May and was it Mika? Not Mika. Sorry, Mina Shirakawa. We're not doing kissing segments and champagne in the fucking middle of the ring. That's old shit. We don't do that anymore. Although to me personally, 10 out of 10 segment. But I'm being funny. But honestly, if you're trying to prove that you're not like the other company or you're not like any company previously that was here, show that shit. Triple H is saying this is a new era. You change the Dynamite logo, you change the theme song. It should be a new era.
Yep.
And that means you throw away all that old bullshit. I don't need to see Moxley in an IWGP title match. Stop sending the motherfucker over there. You have plenty good talent. You could have. No, why am I going to say Will Ospreay? I don't know why I said Will Ospreay. Send Orange Cassidy. Send Miro. Send talent that hasn't been to Japan. Nobody
Yep.
wants to fucking see Moxley.
Yep.
Shit,
Well,
send
look,
Samoa Joe. But go
look,
ahead.
man. I know. I
I'm
was
gonna
just
go.
gonna say, look. I just think, once again, I just think it's why TKY. So at the end of the day, it's like I said. My whole thing is the footage. I want, like, my focus is why fucking put this out. It made no sense. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking childish. You didn't need to do it. Period.
Period.
With that being said, we got a bunch of comments. Let's just run through them real quick.
Yeah.
Randy, if you're still watching, dog, you really gotta, like, do the thing where you can, let them know who you are when you comment, because this shit is annoying. Like, I
It's
gotta
all
look at
right,
my
man.
phone.
Meta got all your information already, bro. Just
Yeah,
just log
word.
into it.
Like, just do it. He said, first off, Kyle, you look great. He's trying to amend the hate that we usually have for each other, which isn't really hate. Secondly, Dragoon, my dog. Great to
My
see both
dog.
y'all back. And then his dumb ass said, "I come in peace."
Well,
Little
there you
does he
go.
know. Little does he know. I always want the smoke, so it's cool. Um, Hamilton and Stryker was talking about, or Hamlin, excuse me. Stryker was talking, back and forth in his monologue, and answering these. He said, "Nah, if you're the boys, drive down 3 hours, get a rental car, and get on a flight that's being
That's
paid."
before he heard the rest of my spiel.
Right, right, right. Talk to your boss after the damn show. I see what y'all are saying now. The lack of communication in AEW is astounding, which is very
And
true.
it's not the first time, Hamlin. It's not the first
Right,
time this has been said about the communication. And that's what gets me upset.
And if you wanted to embarrass Phil, just leak it on TMZ. Don't waste TV time. That's a great point. Because you could have just did that and said, "Oh, maybe it was somebody from that stadium." Like you could have did it and blamed it on anybody. Um, that's a great point. That's a really great point. The AEW fanboys will never accept that for real. And he sees, uh, if y'all ever run a space, I got a great Vince Russo impression for y'all. I got you. We're figuring one out sometime soon. We'll let you know for sure. Um, the only people the footage benefits is Drew McIntyre and Samoa Joe. Absolutely.
I would say Seth, because Seth's promo when CM Punk came back was pretty much what that was.
Well, I also think it's more than just that. It's people who just dislike CM Punk or want to see people fail, want to see companies fail. Like it's for the haters. Period. This is our boy Bobby. What's going on, Bobby? He said, "What's up, Fanias?
What up, Bobby?
What's up, fellas? Mania was lit. Fanias. Fuck am I talking about? AW is a clown show.
Clown show. Yep.
So yeah, man.
I don't want to hate on another place to give people money, but it's ridiculous. I expect y'all to be a strong number 2. I shouldn't want to watch TNA more, and I don't have access TV or Verizon anymore. I shouldn't want to watch TNA more than the show that I have access to. That is crazy to me as a consumer. Crazy.
Nah, I feel you. Well, look, man, we spent far too much time on this topic. But expect more segments from your boys, the Four Corners of Commentary. So with that being said, man, oh man, we have had some ups and downs. What, man? You with the side comments? That's Randy.
Yes.
Randy's
That's Randy
like
for both TNA on Paramount.
Yeah. Hold on. I got.
Okay.
Yeah. So Randy says we need to get TNA on Paramount,
I
which
agree.
would be
Put it
smart.
on something that's accessible,
which would be extremely smart. And then, spoiler alert. Hold on. Time out.
No,
before we get into this,
nobody's gonna know. You don't have to spoil it.
We have nerds who watch our show. Stop assuming that people want to hear that shit if they haven't, like,
but
trust me.
Nobody's going to know because my name is a reference to it. That's why I'm saying nobody's going to know.
No, you're wrong, but it's okay.
Okay, so post it.
Randy says justice for Gambit.
I advise everybody.
I'll just do one of these.
Watch X-Men 97. I am a person who does not get in my feels very often. And this show had me angry from episode 1.
Nah. Episode 5 gave all the emotions ever.
And I don't mean that it's a bad show. It is an amazing show.
No, it's an amazing show.
But
yeah, absolutely.
To have me, a person who hardly emote throughout the whole show, it is beautifully written. It is so well done. And episode 5 will probably have you crying.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say that.
Randy, I'm not going to put that up because spoilers alert. Some people have not even watched episode 1 yet. So we're not going to ruin this for people. Okay, sir. But yes, I agree with you. Absolutely.
That's why I said it's not really a spoiler. I'm not saying more than just surface.
No, not you. Just him. Just, we got to be careful. But okay, I will. Yeah, I'll post that one. That's very true.
Yeah,
our boy Randy's. By the way, shout out to Backstage Brawl. Those are our brothers for real. You can catch them on Sports Hit List on Facebook every Saturday at 2 p.m. So make sure you go and check out Backstage Brawl. There you go. I even gave you a plug, sucker. He said, I will say this. This is the only show that came back after 20 years and has continued the same storyline from the original.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I'm hoping if director's a dickhead, but okay.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that if if they bring back Spider-Man, they can finally finish, because that was one of the ultimate cliffhangers of all time.
Apparently, rumor.
Well, yeah, they've been talking about it. I know,
not necessarily the show, but he's supposed to pop up in X-Men first.
Oh, that would be interesting.
So I think the reception he gets in the X-Men show will lead to that show.
And shout out to Backstage Brawl. He finally joined StreamYard. He's gonna understand why I love this shit so much. But with that being said, once again, we're already half an hour in the show, and I didn't even get to what we should be getting to, the good part. So let me do this. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 40 years since the original WrestleMania. 40 years. Damn. It's a long ass time, man. There's been some ups, there's been some downs, there's been some strange occurrences, and there's been some of the greatest pieces of art to ever come in front of a television, or in a television, or come across a television.
Yeah.
Okay. You're there. But something about WrestleMania 40 was different. Something about WrestleMania was fucking different.
Somebody wasn't there.
Well, besides just that, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Four Quarters commentary. WrestleMania 40 recap. Pow! So, yeah, man.
You got
graphic. It's yeah, boy. I had a little fun with this one. So expect more, people. Expect more. Randy said, and lastly, I need me a Spider-Man 98 where we need a continuation for Mary Jane Watson. Absolutely.
Yep.
He also says it doesn't matter because he's a dick. Just kidding. Let's get to the Mania talk. And then he said, Dragoon knows the vibes. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually really surprised that you even spelled that right. Not gonna hold you.
You did twice.
Yeah, right. It's impressive. By the way, Kyle, tomorrow afternoon, expect the text.
Okay.
The fuck? Nigga, I'm fucking grown. Like, he has no children. Fuck out here. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into WrestleMania 40, which is being considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest WrestleMania of all time. But more than anything else, it truly has ushered in a brand new era, not only for the WWE, but for pro wrestling as a whole.
Would you say this is a revolution, sir?
I think it's a shift. I don't want to call it a revolution because I don't think it's a revolution. I think there's a shift in the atmosphere of what pro wrestling will become. And Trips is knownness probably forever. Because he was in the business. So it makes sense.
Yeah, bro. New intro is definitely fire. I had to watch it a couple of times.
New intro is crazy. Both the package and the intro for Raw was insane. Okay, so Bobby, let's get that Drew talk when we get to Drew. All right. Love you too, Randy. You probably gonna dip out, you sucker. You should probably stay and let's talk this Mania talk. You should probably just get in the goddamn StreamYard. But I want to know who's speaking in the intro. I know Taker says forever. I gotta listen to it. I gotta check it out. You know what I should have did? I should have put a picture of the stage up. That's what I should have did. But ladies and gentlemen, the stage was cool. It was simple, but it was to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the good thing about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably gonna have to move over a bit, Strike. Yeah. This is in match order. So, with that being said, let's get into our very first match of night one of WrestleMania. It was for the Women's World championship title.
Bex and
Excuse me.
mommy.
It was Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Hell of a match. Hell of a way to start WrestleMania. Those girls put on a hell of a fucking show. I really believe.
Very shocked to see Becky on the Breakfast Club, but
hey
they
man,
love their
listen.
wrestling, man.
But Becky also, but you got to remember, man, Becky also is on her book tour.
Yep.
So she was going to get there. She was going to get there regardless. So oh, you know what? Okay, I know what I'm doing. Look, man, I enjoyed it, but then again, I enjoyed most of everything. You know what I mean? I don't really dislike too much. Well, that's not true. I dislike a lot. I take a lot for what it is. So for me, I thought they put on a really good match, enough to start WrestleMania. I thought it was a really good way to start the show. There was a few spots that might have been a little iffy. So yes, I understand that, but worst comes to worst, I think, like I said, I think it was a good way to start the show. Should I
agree.
announce the winner, or do you just want to?
I mean, everybody knows the winner, but
Yeah. Well,
it was.
I got a whole thing.
I would just say it was a good match to open the show. That's all I'll say. I'm kind of soured on Becky. Her moveset doesn't really do much for me. But you know, ultimately we were supposed to have this match. This match was gonna happen because Rhea had to round out the 4 horsewomen. So I think we're just at that ultimate collision course for when her and Bianca square off for the title. And it's going to happen sometime sooner or later. But they need to make sure that this build for Rhea and Bianca, they got to make sure that has some extra spice on that, because it has been over what, maybe 5 years in the making, I want to say.
Something like that.
From NXT all the way through to the main roster, and they've always been here. They've always been here. Let me see if I get on the. They've always been here, but just never touched. You ever see a magnet with the same polarization and it just never touches?
Who, Becky and Bianca? I mean,
No,
Rhea and Bianca.
Yep,
They had a match in NXT.
No, but I'm saying, like, since they've been on the main roster in terms of
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
of WrestleMania,
They've only they've only like
they've crossed
touched,
paths, but
right.
they've never really hit. Their magnets have never really touched. So once they make this hit, once it goes together, and for both of them, being that they did their 4 horsewomen tour, I think Bianca still has to really run a fair one with Charlotte. But I think once that's encapsulated, they are on a collision course. And there's no way you're telling me that match is going to be an easy pick of Rhea or Bianca. That match
it will never be.
So
no, there's no way, man.
I think all this match is just to solidify Rhea's reign still. I don't think she loses the belt anytime soon. I think she keeps it. But great match to start Mania.
Yep. And I did have a little graphic, but
we already know
something messed up. Something messed up.
So drum roll.
Rhea is still your WWE Women's World Champion.
Correct.
Bobby said, "Glad Becky lost."
Me too. Truthfully, I wasn't. I was fearful that they were going to give her the belt, and I don't think she needs a belt.
I don't think she does either. I don't think she
needs
does
a great
either.
story. She just needs a great story.
Yeah.
At this point, her and Seth. Oh well, that's the other point I should have said. I said her and Seth are really the gatekeepers of WrestleMania.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're the ones that you solidify.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing either. So
no, I didn't need. Gatekeeper is said in a negative connotation most of the time, but in this case, no, it's not. Like they're the ones you have to beat to start your WrestleMania fandom. I feel if you're going to get there. Cody did it. You see how far he went. So Rhea beating Becky at Mania. All for it.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, please give us your info, give us your thoughts, let us know what you think. Write in the comments, write in let us know.
On
Excuse
demand
me.
or live. We appreciate it. We appreciate it either which way. And we will
What
respond
he
as
said.
best as we can.
Word. Second match of WrestleMania was the tag team ladder match for the not the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, but the Raw Tag Team Championships and the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. As each tag team championship was hung high above the canvas, and 6 teams went. And to become the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, yes, you had to go and take down both sets of championships. But if you only took down one, then you are that brand's tag team champions.
Yep.
And in this match, you have the Awesome Truth, you have ATL Down Under, or A-Town Down
A-Town
Under. That's
Down
what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. You have the New Day. You got the Judgment Day, which was who held the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. You have New Catch Republic. And lastly, you got
Do It Yourself.
DX. Oh, I mean
Regeneration
DIY.
X.
I mean them. No, yeah. Gabanzo chopping beans. That's an inside joke for never mind. And I said it wrong, so I'm sorry. Let me apologize now. Man, what a fun match this was. Bobby seemed to agree. He said, "Fun match, awesome."
Yeah, read. I will say I did not watch this match.
Fun match, man. You should go back.
I'll probably go back and watch it.
You should go back. It was worth it.
You know when I started to watch it after the first belts went down. So the fact that those people won the first belts, I'm a bit confused, but I think they'll hold it until.
Nah, man, it works. It works.
I was confused because I think they're going to drop the titles very soon. I don't think they keep the titles long.
Well, let's see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, can we get a drum? Actually, you know what? That's what I meant to put in here too. Oh, wait. I did put it in. Ha. That's what he said. Oh. Oh, it doesn't stop by itself? No? It just keeps going? Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, well, okay, let me explain something. There was a green circle with that first one, so you would have saw that this was something different. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean.
Can you pause it at least with the circles?
Well, I gotta see. Here's the thing: it's a video, so it'll probably just keep playing for 5 seconds. But wrong one. No. But I'll just. I can't pause it, man. This is what I'm telling you.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Jesus.
Well,
but ladies and gentlemen, yeah, as you can see, there's the red and there's the blue, and that's exactly how it played out. Grayson and Waller, A-Town Down Under, grabbed the SmackDown titles as Awesome Truth went on to become your Raw Tag Team Champions. Man, this was a great way to separate the titles, especially with, especially with no, kind of like no one telling us beforehand, right?
Right.
Like that's what made it so good for me. Once again, wrestling is exciting. Wrestling is the best when we don't know what is going on. Okay, remember that. Remember that.
By far, these were the least 2 teams that anybody was thinking was going to win. And I think that's perfect.
I think a lot of people was thinking Awesome Truth was going in.
I wanted Awesome Truth, but I'm just saying that I feel that it's less predictable because you have a lot more stronger teams. So after the Grayson Waller and after the Grayson and Austin Theory win, I would have thought they would have went more of a solid tag team. So it was
I like it, dog.
So it was a bit of a hodgepodge. It's basically two hodgepodge teams, even though Also Truth has a longer tenure as a tag team. But
Yeah.
it's two hodgepodge teams basically winning the titles from established tag teams, which is fine.
Yeah, but Awesome Truth isn't. I mean,
As
they're.
I said, I don't consider them
I
that.
get.
But
I get where you're going, but I think they're more established than other teams.
yeah,
And
but that's what I
Grayson
said.
and what's his name has been tagging for a little while now. So this was
Yeah,
it was fair. It was fair, I think, this go around.
I think the chase for those titles, being that those two teams are not on the levels of the rest of the brands tag teams at the moment, I think it's a perfect chase.
Yeah,
Because
well,
I want to
yeah, it's
continue
good now.
watching them.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, both teams will evolve in their own way and they will hold those titles and they're gonna put on great matches. So I'm really excited about it, man. To go on to our next match. It's this one's interesting, man. You have four
It's
Mexicanos.
Duo Latinos.
Four Mexicanos just ready to
Mexicanos. Okay, there we go.
destroy each other. You have Rey Mysterio and Andrade, who used to be enemies, but I guess, respect and all that jazz.
And Zelina.
Angelina versus Santos Escobar.
And the bastard
And
son of
that,
Rey
whoa,
Mysterio.
hey.
That
We're not going to just talk about the GOAT like that. All right.
bastard.
We're not going to talk about the GOAT like that.
Boo.
And Rey Mysterio, man.
Boo. Get him out of here.
No, not Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio. Excuse me. I'm not going to talk about his deadbeat dad like that.
Get him out of here. Boo.
Nah, man. All Dom fam over here, man.
Honestly, get both of them out of here.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But once again, it was a really fun match. One of the highlights of this match was when these two brawling dudes out of nowhere with luchadors masks jump out the thing and just busted up Santos and Dominic. And that happened to be one of the Kelsey brothers and one of the other players of the Philadelphia Eagles. What a moment for them. What a moment for the city of Philadelphia. Boo the Eagles forever. Huh?
They would call some white people to handle their business, huh?
Hey, man, whatever. Better than the other way around. Ha ha! What is true? It's true. And the winner is... Oh, see, that happened too short. That was too short. Like, I gotta, scroll back and push the button and... that's a lot of work, man. Pow!
There you go.
And your winner is Andrade and Rey Mysterio. Yeah, man. Well, look. Congrats to them, man. Yo, Rey took the L two Manias in a row. Not Rey, Dominic. Damn, bro.
You've been taking L's for a while now.
Yeah, that's sad. Next match is your 6-women tag match. Man, first off, what entrances those girls put on a Beyonce shit. Boo. I agree with you. Oh, and also all talented wrestlers, but the match felt kind of thrown together. We also don't need another Rey versus Dom match right now, too. So I agree.
We don't need a match at all. They're done.
Yeah. With that being said, damn, look at these 6 women. You got the tag team champions and Dakota Kai, Asuka, and excuse me, and Kairi Sane, Damage Control versus the big 3. You got Naomi, you got Bianca Belair, and you got the young woman in her very first WWE match debuting at WrestleMania. You got Jade Cargill.
A storm came to Philly.
Yeah, man. How you feel about that match?
It did what it needed to do. It wasn't that long, and it just everybody got their offense. Jade got to show off her skill, and that's about it. There's nothing much to say about it. Thumbs up.
Yep.
Thumbs up. WWE's been doing a great job with reestablishing characters that were made elsewhere.
Yeah.
And they are cooking on all cylinders. We've seen what happened with Cody. We've seen what happened with Sean Spears. We've seen what happened with Jade now. So
Yeah.
for me, keep doing a great job. Jade also says, she's trying to push herself as a superhero. She's trying to keep that superhero look.
Yeah.
She's also trying to build her character as
it's because she's trying to be Storm in real life. Like, she's trying to get casted as Storm.
She's at DC as well. So,
and I'm all for it. Make it happen.
She could be Vixen. She could be any other black superhero.
Yeah, man. And once again, my video is a little messed up, so I apologize. But you're winners in a very fun match. And also, it's so good to see Dakota back in the ring, man. It's the big three. Bianca, Naomi, and Jade. So shout out to them. Shout out to an amazing match. So excited to see what Jade's future is and what the continuing futures of Naomi and Bianca and the other three, Damage Control, just to see where Damage Control goes. Next match.
Ooh.
Your Intercontinental Championship match. You have the longest reigning and quite possibly the greatest IC champion of all time in Gunther versus the underdog versus the man who main evented the same night one of WrestleMania in a tag match where he claimed the tag team championships with his partner Kevin Owens, the one, the only Sami Zayn. Stryker.
Mm-hmm.
I know you was heavily invested in this match. Man. How you feel?
I mean,
don't say the winners.
To have the reign go to 666 days is kind of crazy.
Creepy. Yeah.
But I expected that they were doing Rocky. They said 2, but I think it's actually 4. They were doing a Rocky homage with the storyline, and Sammy put everybody on his back, and he just ran through Gunther. He did what he needed to do. When you see, and I say it in the sense that he did what he needed to do against Gunther. He left no stone unturned in this situation. But yes, a winner
and new Intercontinental champion.
That
your guy, my guy, incredible.
Oh my god!
I'm so happy they're able to wrestle again
out there.
So they're happy to wrestle, and we get to this. Your main event for night one of WrestleMania is what they have billed as the greatest tag team match, biggest tag team match of all time. You have the world heavyweight champion Seth Rollins and the winner of the Royal Rumble 2023 and 2024, Cody Rhodes versus put them in air versus the final boss.
Something Cody Rhodes.
The final boss, The Rock.
Yep.
And the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world, Roman Reigns. And while I'm on this point, we can't do this without shouting out the new Hall of Fame members. Shout out to Thunderbolt Patterson. Shout out to that's not the Nakano Express. Huh? Yeah, Bull Nakano.
US Express.
Thank you. Shout out to The Rock's grandmother. Thank you, because I'm terrible with names. And shout out to the greatest talker of all time, the wise man, the special counsel, the advocate, the manager, the owner, look, I'm going to say it, the greatest mind in wrestling history ever, Paul Heyman. Congratulations. Well deserved. You can only do it in Philly. It
Yeah,
makes
man.
sense. Makes sense. But talk about this tag match, man. God,
I want to say it was by far one of the best tag matches I've ever seen.
yeah, man, for sure.
I think top to bottom, it did what it needed to do. You have a 51-year-old Rock in the ring,
Doing his
actually
thing.
performing. From what I was told, he had a 12-week training camp with Gallus and a whole bunch of other talent that came
Yup.
to where he had it set up. And
3 rings. He had 3
So,
rings set up. He said he had 3 rings set up, and he had different styles in each ring, so that he can work with each style and refresh. Man,
yeah. So
fucking
he really did the
geniuses.
work. He really did the work, and it showed. What I will say is the storyline work, even the parts of the tag match itself, where Seth was getting beat down for a while,
Yeah.
Cody was getting beat down for a little while, just leading up until the actual end of the match. I feel you can't get a match better than this. I don't mean that in a serious way, but I'd say you can't do a better match than this at this stage for what the storyline is given. I think that was the perfect way to bring in The Rock, have him actually wrestle, and show that he is serious about returning at some point.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Yeah, man. Look, I think, listen, if there's one thing that the 4 of them can do is tell a story. And that's exactly what they did. They went in there and they told a story. And, the cards, the deck is always stacked up against Cody and Seth. But the crazy part is your winners, the bloodline.
So the stipulation was if Rock and Roman win, then Sunday's match is bloodline rules. But from what we gather, bloodline rules match is basically no rules. So
Exactly.
we see Cody in the ring dejected and feels like nothing's going his way. It's gonna end up like last year, blah blah blah. And boom.
Right.
We'll speak about it when we hit night 2.
Right. Look, man. It was a disappointing finish for a lot of people. I think a lot of people wanted that one-on-one with Reigns, but look, here's the deal. You got to stack the deck. You can't. This is if you and here's the crazy part, right? And this is what I realized is that when you look at the entrances and you look at the storytelling, the crazy part is that they had The Rock's entrance pretty much said that he was the final boss. Like, this is it. Like, these are the moments. And I was thinking that as they came in for his entrance, and that I feel like gave me the notification that this is going to happen. This title change is going to happen. And then Cody and Seth losing that match. And once again, damn, what a tag match. But them losing that match once again just pretty much guaranteed to me that Cody was going to walk away the new champion, and that was my thought process going into it. Man, I'm just so excited, and I was so happy. Night 1 was so good and so much fun. But with that being said, we got to go into night 2. In night 2, your very first match was for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is the World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, who was the winner of the Elimination Chamber. And yeah, They went at it. Claymore, very first thing you see, and it was 1-2 kick out, and then from there on out, it was an insane slugfest. Seth pulled off some stuff, kicked out of some stuff that we didn't think that he was going to kick out of. It was insane. The match was just so much fun, and everything we thought, the match was going to be, I think it was.
How long did that one go for? It was what, like 17 minutes?
I don't even know, man. I was not paying attention
Because
to the time.
it wasn't a long match.
No. Yeah, Bobby says great match for sure. How do you feel about the way the match progressed? Ooh, my bad.
I mean, I was completely fine with the match. We already know Seth was injured, so to what extent he had to pull out, all these different things during the match, and to me, it was really just time ticking.
Yeah,
it was like, how long can he endure? How long can Drew go through the match without melting down? So
right.
It was more so time ticking on both sides. It was the mental versus the physical. And, vice versa. Seth is the mental guy. Drew's the physical guy. So you're testing basically them at their weakest at this moment. So I think they told a great story. They've been telling a great story for the past few months. Obviously, this is overshadowed by, the Bloodline story. But I think they did great for what they needed to do with this story. What I'm upset with is he keeps bringing out these goddamn kilts when we really just want broken dreams, Drew. This is what we want. We said we wanted Meek with dreams and nightmares, and then we wanted you to come out to broken dreams. That's what I wanted. I shouldn't have to wait till Clash for you to do it at freaking Clash all the time. Come on.
He's really upset about this, Drew. Like, he's really upset about this. Like, I don't think you understand, Drew, how upset he really is about it.
I don't know if maybe Broken Dreams is bad luck for him since Clash, so he's not going to use it again.
Such a good thing.
That is what you come to. This is what you come out to when you want to demean a man. That is what you play when that psychotic switch snaps in your head. That is the song you bring out. And lo and behold, what's the result, kind sir?
Oh, well, the result is Claymore. 1, 2, 3. You're new. Did it come up? Oh, yeah, there you go. You're new world heavyweight champion. I can't do it as good as Samantha because it's Samantha. She's fucking amazing.
Drew
McIntyre. Amazing. So good for him, man. He got to have his moment in front of 70,000 people.
Yep, in front of his wife. And she got to kiss the title.
Yep. Got to hold the titles. Listen, man, it was really good for Drew. And I'm happy that my prediction came true. That he was not going to be a champion as no, as a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not that guy. He's not that guy. But ladies and gentlemen, the crazy part is this. You hear music. You see people running.
Everybody's no. You skipped the great part.
What part?
You skipped the 5 minutes.
Oh, that's right. So Drew McIntyre, as he's celebrating, decides he wants to turn and taunt CM Punk. What? You just won. Go home. Go away. Nope. CM Punk takes shit off his elbow brace off. Blow.
No.
What I missed?
You forgot a part.
What part?
He decided to gloat. and he
Yeah.
decided to stand on the
Oh
concrete.
yeah. He stands on top of the thing. Yeah, that's right. And then he pulls it. He pulls
And
him from his foot, right?
he gives him the proverbial suck it sign that we all know and love. And Punk gets upset in a fit of rage out of disrespect, pulls his foot, knocks him off the table. Now we get the cast, which looks like a freaking time machine.
Pow!
We get the cast, takes it off, and knocks Drew in the head with it. And out of nowhere, Everett the Opportunist is a New Yorkian.
What is a New Yorkian? We are not New Yorkians, bro.
I'm just being
New Yorkers. Please.
out.
These other people don't know. Fucking Jersey people say that shit all the time. It drives me nuts.
I was being funny. But we get Judgment Day music coming out. And then you see Damian Priest in all his glory. Just like, I'm cashing in this right now. Cashes it in, gets Drew in the ring, hits South of Heaven, beautiful South of Heaven choke slam, and 1, 2, 3.
And your new heavyweight champion of the world, Damian Priest. I try to say it like how I think Xavier Woods would say it.
And we have a World Heavyweight Championship back in New York.
And not only that, we have our first Puerto Rican champion in 50 years. Let's not make it another 50. Thank you. Shout out to Pedro Morales, one of the longest reigning champions of all time.
Oh, Puerto Rican. But we've had Mexican champions. Yes, we do. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to separate everything.
Disappointed in you. Ladies and gentlemen, next match. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's true, too. Wait, hold on. Wait, let's cover this real quick. So, Bobby says, I'm glad Damian had a successful cash in instead of failed cash in. I'm sorry it happened to my boy Drew. I'm not. Well, he hits Drew in the head with the briefcase first. Yes, very true. And then cashes it.
And then cashed in, yeah.
Yeah. You're right. That's how Heaven was. And boy, he was rocking that suit on Monday. What? Out here crushing it. Man, next up, we have a Philadelphia street fight. You got the Pride, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Final Destination. No, I'm just joking. It's the Final Testament. You got Karrion Kross and AOP with a special guest referee, Bubba Ray, Bully Ray, by the neighbors to some, you know.
Oh, wow. That was the shocker of the match.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally, I didn't watch this match really. Only watched for one reason, and it was for none of the competitors. I'll say that much.
Wow. Nah, man, it was a good match. It was a fun match, watching, and everybody was getting their shit off. It was just a good match to watch. It was a fun match to watch. I would highly suggest you go back and watch it. I think you would enjoy it a lot.
All I see was a pump kick. That's all I'll tell you.
Yeah. No, I get it. And your winners were
the Almighty
Pride. The Pride. Alrighty. Next up, the next match at WrestleMania Night 2. You can only do it right. L.A. Knight. Yeah. Versus the phenomenal AJ Styles.
You mean the Lone Wolf?
Same
with an
shit.
Amazing new theme. I like the new theme.
What? His new theme is crazy. His new theme is fire. Haven't I been asking for this? I've been asking for this for such a long time now.
You've been asking for the Lone Wolf, AJ Styles.
Just something to that encapsulates this AJ Styles, and they did a really good job on yeah. Thank you for joining us, Bobby. Yeah, something that encapsulates his. It sounds like similar solo name.
Because they're rapping.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get back with you on that one. But just another one, man.
It's
Just a
because they're
really
rapping. We know
right,
this.
but just another fun match. LA Knight hitting the BFT out of nowhere. Uh, Once again, man, you have two professionals. You have two men who have been in the same places for the most part. Um, worked similar people, but never really had the chance to wrestle each other. I believe. I don't think they had a match in TNA or Impact. I could be wrong. It could be the same rapper. It very well could be. By the way, shout out to Supreme Madness. I realized his new entrant. If you get a chance, folks, check the last show we were on. We had Supreme Madness on. His voice is the new entrance for Javon Evans. Did I say that right? The newest NXT up and comer, Javion. Yeah. So shout out to him. I don't even think he knows it yet. I gotta let him know. But yeah, man. Once again, just another really fun match. Another great match. Man, what else can we say, right? It's AJ Styles. He's one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest in-ring performers of all time. And then you have LA Knight, who's destined to be a heavyweight champion in the WWE, former heavyweight champions in other places also. But your winner, if I can get to it.
Just know it starts with a Y, ends with H.
Yeah, it's not here, dog. It's not here. But yeah.
The winner is
Yeah. LA Knight. LA Knight goes up with the win, man.
Surprising win.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Shout
out to two of TNA's best.
Absolutely.
Match on WrestleMania.
Absolutely. Next match is for the United States Heavyweight Championship.
This was a fun match.
This was a real fun match. You have the United States champion Logan Paul, the Maverick. I can't really say too much nice things about him, or else my fiance will kill me. But
I will say that Logan Paul has been a great surprise.
The man's crushing it.
He's doing the damn thing. And even in a match like this, where it's supposed to be chaotic, the match went really smooth.
But here's the thing, man. You have two veterans in KO and Randy Orton. You have people who have been in the game for decades and decades and wrestled in so many different places. I know, I get it. Randy's whole most of his upbringing is WWE, but you have KO, who's been all over the world, who's been well traveled, who's wrestled so many different people and has such a career, not only behind him but still ahead of him. You got legends, bro. You got legends in the game, and then you got Logan Paul, who's just a natural, man. I don't know. I don't understand how else you can say it. He's legitimately a natural at this game, but to a lot of people's dismays, your winner, and still
Logan Paul.
And still,
I think so, because KO and Randy might be tagging very soon.
Hey, that would be fun. That would be fun. I will say this. Just a little WrestleMania 40 tidbit. I don't know how many people realized it, but Logan Paul and Rhea Ripley were the only two to see. And our next match is
Bailey
a match that a lot of people have been looking forward to for a real long time, man. The seeds have been planted for so long at this point, especially after Io winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Man, things have been crazy, but this has been such a great story. I think there's a lot of stories. There's stories that overshadow it. Of course, the Bloodline story, which has been the greatest, quite possibly the greatest story in wrestling history.
I mean, this story has been spanning about the same time.
But that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. This story has been around since SummerSlam of 2 years ago, I believe.
Right.
So you have Bailey, who wanted to come back and bring people forward and lift people up, where she brought formerly Io Shirai, now Io Sky, and Dakota Kai, and then you have these women who become tag team champions, as Dakota Kai and Io Sky does, and they have such a run and such these amazing matches with these incredible wrestlers. And then that Money in the Bank briefcase, things happen. uh Kyrie Zane comes back, joins Damage Control. Asuka joins Damage Control. And then they become tag team champions. Io Sky wins the WWE Women's Championship. And look, man, it's been an insane story. Then they turn on Bailey, and Bailey ain't having it. So she had a great entrance. She has great new music. She really wanted Paramore, and they were trying to get them, but scheduling conflicts prevented that, scheduling issues. And so she's hoping for that next year. And I know she said she wants to be the main event next year. But once again, a really fun match, an amazing match. Those girls worked their asses off in this match. And new WWE Women's Champion Bailey. Bailey is champion once again. She's champion, I believe, for the 4th time. She is a champion on the main roster.
Doing the damn thing. It's a great match.
What a great match. And shout out to her, man.
End of a story. 2 years in the making, and now it's her redemption tour.
Yeah, man. And when they run that back, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy.
I honestly think Jade might be.
Hey, she could be, dude. That could be Mania next year. Who knows? But with that being said, man, let's get to it. Let's get to the main event. The main event
main event. That's crazy.
Yep, main event of WrestleMania Night 2, aka the main event of the weekend, is Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Bloodline rules for the WWE, the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship, or just the undisputed WWE Championship, as it seems it's going towards. Man, talk about a match. That is so it's argued. I think it could be an argument of being
about a story.
Yeah, man. I think it could be an argument of being one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, if not the greatest WrestleMania main event match of all time. And I know that's saying a lot, considering we still have Austin Rock, we still have even Roman Brock, we have we have all of these main events that was so special. And but there was something different about this. There was something just different. They did so many Superman punches, so many crossroads, so many spears, cutters, so many different spots that were similar to last year, but so different at the same time. And it was so good. Michael Staker, you're right. I apologize. That's the first one that popped in my head, and then it went bye-bye. There was just so much that happened, and it was really such an amazing match. It really was. And look, man, let's get towards the end, man. So Cody he hits Roman with that first crossroads. He holds on to him. Next thing you know, pow. There's Jay with a super, Jimmy, excuse me, with a super kick.
With a super kick.
Straight to Cody. He tries to do what he does. Then you hear, it's just me, Oos. That's the match we missed.
Mm-hmm.
Because of my graphic. That's right. So then, you know what? Let's do that. We'll put a pin on that, and then we'll go to that. So what I'm going to do is just show who won, and then we'll talk about the match. Brother versus brother. Jimmy versus Jay. Yeet.
Yep. Well, just like King Marvel forgetting the graphic, it was just a forgettable matchup. So it is what it is.
So that's that's the thing that a lot of people are saying. For it to be a brother versus brother matchup, and for it to be the Usos. They feel like the match was a little on the weaker side. Me personally, I understand why, but I also think there's going to be something better down the road. I also think that this wasn't meant to be a wrestling showcase or a spot fest or whatever. I think this was meant to be more of a story based match. This was meant to tell a story about two brothers, two twins, and the heartbreak and deceit, and how sometimes you can't even trust blood. You know what I mean? So that's how I took this match. I think the storytelling was great. The match itself, once again, I understand why people felt it was a little on the weaker side.
The match kind of exposed them as a tag team. It also exposed them as single stars because their
I don't think so.
their movesets are not that much different.
Yeah, but my thing is, who didn't know that? You know what I mean? Like, why would you expect a whole new moveset from either one of them?
But I think that's something, if they're going to continue as single stars, they need to expand their movesets.
That I agree with completely.
And that's why I was expecting the match to be a bit better, because we're seeing them go in two different directions. Why wouldn't you bring your A game, or why wouldn't you bring a different set of moves? So if Jay is the babyface, if Jay is the babyface, I expect explosivity. Jimmy being the heel, I expect him to want to tune that down. I expect him to do a lot more.
Play the ground, play the ground game.
Ground him. Because once Jay gets hyped up and the crowd hypes him up and everything, that's where he becomes most volatile.
Absolutely. So and he did, and I think Jimmy did a really good job on grounding him. But once again, yes, it's a very similar moveset. So it's kind of like two people, picking the same character. It's like a mirror match in Mortal Kombat, right?
But I find it funny that even if they did that, to me, if that's the story you're going with the match, they should have been countering each other left and right.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And
I get
that's
that.
why I feel that should have been like, hey, I'm your brother. I know what you're gonna do next. Or hey, you're about to do what I'm thinking you're gonna do.
Right. I'm right. I know what you're doing before you even do it. Absolutely.
And that's where I feel if they added all those elements, that match would have been amazing. That match could have been a sleeper match of the weekend.
I agree. I think that was a lot of people's pick for a sleeper match of the weekend. I agree with you, Bobby. The rematch will be better. Once again, and it wasn't. I as much as yes, I think it was the dream match for them. Once again, I believe that they're looking towards the future. Like, it wasn't just Mania. They were looking at Backlash. They were looking at whatever is after that. So let's go back to the main event. Jimmy Uso comes out, kicks Cody Rhodes. Then Jay Uso comes out. It's just me, Us. Day one, it's just me, Us. Comes down, he starts scrapping, goes to the back. Right? Match goes on. At some point, Cody once again gets the upper hand. Once again, it sets him up for the crossroads. Hits him with two this time. Same spot as last year, WrestleMania 39. Solo, except no hoodie this time. Pow! Right in the throat. Cody falls. But this time, Roman goes to pin. 1-2 kick out. They go for the spear spike combo. Hit it. 1-2 kick out. But then, all of a sudden, you hear that familiar sound of drums and all these instruments playing, sounds like a marching band. Here comes John Cena sprinting down the ramp, takes care of Solo, puts Solo through a table. Next thing you know, if you smell,
the boss,
Excuse me. And I was telling, it was funny. I was telling Tiff
Mm,
that I love that by the time the Rock got to the stairs, it was the other. It switched to the other theme.
mm.
I was like, it couldn't be any more perfect timing. Um. Oh yes, you're right. He did hit an AA on Roman. Excuse me. Pardon me. I had to cough. Here's the AA on Roman. Then he goes out and takes care of a Solo. Rock comes out. They look at each other, and then Cena does the "you can't see me," goes to throw a punch and gets splattered by a rock bottom. Man, crazy that we got to see Rock and Cena in 2024 WrestleMania 40.
Right.
It and man, it's insane. Rock's in great shape. Cena's in good shape. It's insane. But then Rock, oh nope.
Might be jumping the gun
So
there, sir.
I am. So Rock takes off the belt. No, he starts talking shit. Then all you hear is Sierra, Echo, Delta, Shield.
Mhm.
Boom, boom, boom. Rock's looking the typical way, the way that the Shield usually comes down. He doesn't look behind him. So it takes a little while. As he comes behind him, next thing you know, Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere. Superman punch. Seth Rollins drops the chair, falls out. He's out cold, out cold, out cold, out cold, like that, out cold. And Rock's gloating. He's gloating. He's talking crap. He's gloating. He takes off the Mama Rhodes belt. Gloating. Seth also, look, if the Shield music hits, he's coming out with the Shield garb, right? So Rock's gloating. And then you hear that familiar gong. Ding. Next thing you know, The Undertaker is behind the Rock. Rock is flabbergasted. Hell are you doing here? Choke slam. Something we've never seen at WrestleMania. Undertaker choke slamming the Rock. Insane. When you think about it, it's insane. Then the lights go off. They go back.
Rock's out of the ring, but you
Yeah,
see
Rock's
Cody,
up.
but you see a chair, and you see Cody, and you see Roman on opposite
And you see
ends.
Seth.
Well, you didn't see
You
Seth
don't see
yet.
Seth yet. Yeah.
They're both reaching for the chair, and then you see Roman snatch the chair from Cody and get up. And as Cody is, trying to get to his feet, you see Seth now in the corner of the camera
Doing the
with
same
his
thing.
back
Yep.
facing, Roman, similar to the position that Roman was in after he got hit by Seth when he betrayed the Shield.
Mm-hmm.
And Roman is beside himself because he's trying to decide, do I hit Cody or do I hit Seth?
And
So
then he makes a decision.
somebody beautifully said it, and they said that Roman's Roman's hesitation was a natural thing because Seth is the one person who always gets under his skin. Seth
Yep.
is always the one who
Yep.
knows the moment to get under this guy's skin.
Listen, man.
Even to now, Seth is the only one to actually get under Roman's skin to have him to get a DQ win off of Roman during their title match because
Look,
Roman didn't know what the fuck to do.
there's
Roman's
a
losing himself.
there's a very easy. Oh shit! Somebody saw the Sonic 3 trailer. Oh shit, Saki. Um, here's the thing. There's two words that could really sum up what Seth is to Roman Reigns.
The Joker.
No, No, those aren't my two words, man. It's Achilles heel.
Mm.
That is pretty much what he is. He is his Achilles heel. He knows how to mess with him. He knows how to push his buttons. He knows how to push him over. He knows how to fuck with him. So I will say, Seth Rollins is a genius because he knew. He knew.
Well,
After he hit Seth with that chair.
so Roman loses shit and he hits Seth with the chair.
Bing.
To me, bad mistake because you're not paying attention to whom you should be paying attention.
Yep.
So, out of nowhere, Cody grabs up Roman after countering, I think, the spear.
Yeah.
Gets Roman, triple crossroads, and
Oh, wait.
what?
You're new.
There we go.
Yeah,
And
undisputed.
as let me do my best Samantha impression.
Oh God.
You're new.
Stop it. Don't do it. Don't tarnish what the beautiful
I'm not trying to
emotional, but you are.
I was going to do it in a very manly crying voice.
Yeah.
And you're new.
Very manly crying voice. Don't nobody hear that shit. But man, listen.
WWE undisputed Universal Champion.
Yeah, her voice cracked and everything.
Cody Rhodes. And Kingdom plays, and the locker room empties out,
Well,
and tears are flowing. Well, basically, Cody's guys ran out, including John Cena and Randy Orton as vets. Ran out, and they went to congratulate Cody, and they lifted him up on their shoulders. And to be honest, it was Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, John Cena, Randy Orton, Brandy Rhodes, and a couple other people.
And his mom was there.
Oh, basically family,
and
blah, blah, blah.
her father-in-law. In the back, Ricky Starks was there. Not Arn. QT Marshall was there. There's a lot of people in the back also, man. Look, bottom line is this. I'm so happy for Cody. You know, I've when people turned, I never did. But no, seriously, man, it's well deserved. The man busted his ass for so long, and it's so well deserved. But even in that fashion, shout out to one of the greatest wrestling title reigns of all time. Shout out to one of the greatest wrestling stories, if not quite possibly the greatest wrestling story of all time. Shout out to Roman Reigns. Shout out to the Wise Man. Shout out to the entire Bloodline story.
So, what if I told you, as per Triple H, Roman's story's not over?
Oh yeah, I know. He said it's supposed to get crazy. So,
if that story's going to get any crazier, I can only imagine what Samoans they bring into this fold.
Well, listen, talking about those Samoans, little spoiler alert, allegedly, Jacob Fatu has signed with the WWE. We have seen that Julia signed with the WWE officially on screen. So she'll be in NXT. Fatu, who knows where he'll show up? He'll be NXT, he'll be SmackDown, he'll be Raw. Let's see.
Yep.
And there's a whole lot more Samoans coming. Trust me. So shout out to WrestleMania, man. Raw after WrestleMania was so much better than last year's.
Because they actually did what they're supposed to do.
Right. We got to
show talent.
Yeah.
Continue stories. Make new stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Pave the pathway to next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and
shout out
did everything.
For real. And also shout out to NXT Stand and Deliver, man. They did exactly what they did. They stood 10 toes down and they delivered an amazing damn PLE, man.
They're always the ones to beat on the weekend. They're always the ones to beat.
Always. Shout out to Carmelo and Trick for putting on a hell of a main event, also being the first two black men to ever main event a match on WrestleMania weekend. People are making history all over the place, man. So be on the lookout. Um, man, all in all, I guess, instead of just rating it, would you consider WrestleMania 40 the greatest WrestleMania of all time?
I think, without any bells and whistles, I think this is possibly, if not top three,
Yo,
WrestleMania
for sure. Top two, really.
because
But
honestly, even with the bad matches, there weren't really any bad matches. Everything had its purpose.
yep,
Everything had a payoff. And if it wasn't ended at WrestleMania, it was to start something for the year.
I feel you, Bobby.
And
When not even just a year, right? I mean, it's really just a new start for the future. Period.
yeah, correct.
I think right now that's the most exciting thing coming out of WrestleMania is the fact that, like I said from on the top of the show, the pro wrestling business, I believe, has shifted and changed from the moment WrestleMania Night 1 came on the television screen.
Yep. I can agree with that.
So I think this is going to be etched. I think Stephanie said it. A couple people said it. This is going to be etched in the annals of wrestling history, um, as being one of the best moments or the biggest game changing moments I feel in wrestling history. Um, so shout out to Triple H, shout out to Nikan, shout out to everybody in the back, shout out to all the wrestlers who continue to put on. Oh, I should have started with this. I wasn't able to tell my story, so we're gonna have to clip this and put it somewhere. So your boy worked at a Stardom event on this past Thursday. So shout out to Ruthless Lala and everybody who was able to get me in to work. Shout out to Stardom. Oh my God, I was able to see so many people. Tony Storm was there. Mariah May was there. But I got to meet a lot of people because there was another show right after it. So I got to meet Nick Nemeth. I got to meet Mustafa Ali. I got to meet Takira
Akira
what?
Tozawa.
Akira Tozawa. I got to meet Io Sky. I got to meet I got to see Willow again. So shout out to Willow. Shout out to Mr. Grimm. Shout out to Matt Riddle. I got to meet him. Shout out to RVD. Shout out to Josh Alexander. Yeah, there was a lot. But I was just happy to be in that position and to say that I was backstage at a Stardom event and I was able to finally was able to see a Japanese promotion with my own two eyes. So that was really exciting for me. Strike, you're almost done with Final Fantasy, right?
Sorry. No. God, I don't even want to talk about it. The game's too damn long.
Never mind.
I'm trying to complete. So I will say this: I'm almost done with all the quests in general for the game, but I'm having trouble with Gold Saucer's last couple missions. It's just too tedious. You got to get a basically. I got to get a high score now with the side quests that I have to do in Gold Saucer.
Yep.
Once I beat that, I have to get these proto relics, and the proto relics, one of them is playing Fort Condor straight through, and it's hell to play. So, I left it for last. It really should have been the second one that I did, but I left it for last. And that's all the hell I'm running through right now. I'm still on the last 3 chapters. So once I get through these quests, that's it. I'm going to just run to the end of the game, and I'm not touching an RPG for a while. At least not on stream. On stream.
Right.
Because I need a break.
I hear you. So once again, man, I think we had a great weekend of wrestling. There's so many. Wale Mania was a fucking roaring success. So mad I couldn't go. I'm only 30 minutes away from Philly. Yeah, but I mean, I'm right here. You know what I mean? but I know a lot of my people went, so shout out to y'all. I know y'all a lot of the time, or a lot of people was meeting for the first time, but through talking for years now. So shout out to all of them. Happy for y'all. Love y'all. Shout out to CDB, but we'll get into all of that. And your boy got something in the works. I can't reveal it yet, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. Um, but man, Strike, we had a great WrestleMania, a great weekend. This was a great show.
Definitely was.
Um, man, next time, man, we get our brothers in. I know it's been a while since all four of us was on, but look, life be lifing.
Yep.
So we will get everybody on. Y'all already know it's nothing but love for us, with us and our family, and by family I mean the Four Corners of Commentary and everybody who supports us. So, with that being said, man, it's weird saying this, but with only two of us, right? So let's get them out the way and do what we do. First and foremost, you can follow Quiet Storm, Mr. After Hours, on Instagram and Twitter at Forever Thiefin. You can also catch Professor / The Big Stretch, the Human Encyclopedia, on Instagram at Jador Sapio, or Twitter at Is That Stretch?
It's me. It's me. Ooh, shit. It's me. It's me. It's StrykerDragoon once again. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all the same at StrykerDragoon. And YouTube is at StrykerDragoon131. If you want to see me play these grueling game modes in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, please watch my stream this weekend. I will be trying to finish getting these high scores for all of these games at Gold Saucer. And then I'll be finishing chapter 12, leading into the last two chapters of 13 and 14 that I have to finish. So please do me the favor of subscribing to my channel. I'm at 115 subs. Once I get to 250 subs, I'll be doing another game giveaway. My last goal was 100. Gave away 2 games, and both people's lives were fulfilled. So I want to give back once again to everybody who subs by doing another game giveaway.
There you go.
If there's anything that y'all like, y'all want to watch me play, just let me know. You can leave it in the comments. If you're watching this on demand, if you're live, you already know where to find me. Just message me, let me know what you want to see. And that's that.
Yeah. And as always, you can follow me, Mr. Marvel 87. If it switches, there you go. Mr. Marvel 87 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Mr. Marvel 87. You can also follow a different angle on Instagram and Twitter at 88pod 2023. Also, be on the lookout. Make sure you check out Two Laughing Hearts. There's a great podcast featuring my fiance and one of her best friends. Please check that out. You can find that on all your streaming platforms. Also, and be on the lookout for Mad Company and my brother Supreme Madness. There's so much going on, man. So much. Man, make sure you follow the Four Corners of Commentary on YouTube. Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot something. Oh, man. It sucks that the guys aren't here for this, but you're here, so it makes it good. All right. You ready? Oh, it's not here. Y'all got to wait for the next episode. Boo. My bad. So with that being said, you can follow the Four Corners of Commentary on YouTube. Excuse me, Facebook and Instagram at The Council of Commentary. You can follow us on TikTok at Council of Commentary. You can follow us on X at CO Commentary. You can also find us on the CDB network. We're on all of your streaming platforms, where you can also listen to 6 and or 7 other shows that's also featured on the CBD network. Shout out to all of them. Love you guys. Man, make sure you remember the hashtags for the for COC, Four Corners of Commentary, the Council of Commentary. Make sure you remember those hashtags, and it will come to us. We'll get them. We'll see them. We can chat. We can talk. All right? We got this. We're a team. Damn it. All right? We're a team.
Family.
We are All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm K Marvel. That's Stryker Dragoon. Ladies and germs, we love y'all. Stay positive, and we are two of your four corners of commentary. Peace.
I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough Cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll still be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always